Ladies, you can't be out here playing with these men and their money. Can't be leading them on, making them think it's that one way, but it's that other. Because when something like this happens, and you become a real victim of your games, ah, you affect a lot more people. You have to understand you affect a lot more people than just yourself and that man that you're taking advantage of. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. When you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hear
Right
it.
now at 4 o'clock, horrific new details on the death of a Berks County couple and their 1-year-old son. Today, authorities revealed that they were all allegedly murdered by the same man in an apparent jealous rage. The victim.
Look at this man. Look at this man. Rodriguez. Now, let's go back. Look at this one. Why would this one? I don't even know what their relationship was like, her and her husband. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to get into that. I don't know them people. Don't know if it was good or bad, regardless. But if it was bad, then I mean, hey, get up and get out and get something, right? But this guy here from the service though, 61 years old, 60 years old, and this woman here is in her in her 30s. She thought she gonna outplay the game. Dude was nice. Probably saw him as a mark. You know, and then we go ahead.
The death of a Berks County couple and their 1-year-old son. Today, authorities revealed that they were all allegedly murdered by the same man in an apparent jealous rage. The victims' bodies found in different locations across the county over the course of 1 week. It is Monday afternoon. I'm Brian Taff.
This story is hard to believe. I'm Tamala Edwardson for Sarah. And the big story on Action News is this update today and the tragic murders of 3 family members. Authorities say the mother and father were shot on different days in separate locations. The young boy was then allegedly tossed into a muddy swamp and left to die.
As we said, the details are difficult to hear. Action News reporter Walter Perez live in Reading this afternoon with the update. Walter.
Well, Brian and Tam, every now and then we report on a story involving acts of cruelty that simply take your breath away. This is one. Investigators in Berks County now say that one of the victims, 31-year-old Geraldina Peguero-Mancebo, was involved in some kind of relationship with the suspect, 61-year-old Jose Rodriguez. Apparently, that relationship led to a misunderstanding that sent Rodriguez into a rage a bit more than 2 weeks ago.
She wasn't misunderstood. It wasn't misunderstanding to her. To him, most likely.
The defendant indicated to detectives that he was infuriated because he said that Geraldina was taking his money, and he admitted that he shot Geraldina in the back of the head.
Berks County DA John Adams says that shooting occurred in Ontaloni Township as Geraldina was holding her 1-year-old son, Jaden. Adams says Rodriguez then grabbed the toddler and took him to a shallow, murky pond nearby, tossed him into the water, and simply walked away.
The defendant confirmed that Jaden was alive when he threw him face down in the muddy water.
But
Now, you got some people saying that what kind of monster would throw a baby into the water like that? And I agree to you. But, hell, ain't no buts. Because suffocation is a hell of a way to go. That's one way I would not want to go, is suffocating. Like drowning. That's got to be the worst. Probably next to being burned alive. I think, oh man. I think I shouldn't have done. I'm not even going to go there.
Adams says the suspect's rampage was not over yet. The next day, he met up with Geraldina's husband, Junior Cabrera-Colon, in Reading, shot him in the back of the head, and then dumped his body in this nearby park. Investigators say Rodriguez has since confessed to all 3 murders. The district attorney says he has prosecuted a long list of horrific crimes over the years, but nothing quite like this.
I can't imagine anything more horrifying than throwing that 1-year-old child into that pond of water, and that child is left there to die.
Now, the couple leave behind 3 other children between 8 and 13 years of age. Meanwhile, the suspect, Jose Rodriguez, faces a long list of charges, including abuse of a corpse and 3 counts of first-degree murder. Adams says he's considering seeking the death penalty in this case. Reporting live from Reading, Walter Perez, Channel 6, Action News.
What the abuse of a corpse is, because we shot him, we did dump the dude's body. So maybe he did something to the guy's body before he dumped it. Or maybe he peed on the girl's body, the woman's body, I don't know. But anyway, let's see if we can't go some updates, see the updates. You say, here's what is currently known about the Geraldine Peguero-Mancebo murder case based on recent reports and public records. She was 31. One of the victims, her 1-year-old son, Jaden Jr. Peguero, was also taken out. Her husband, Junior cabrera-colon, is also alleged to have been deleted in connection to the case. Interesting, they don't have the same last name as the boy, so I'm wondering about that. The body of Junior was discovered September 13th, 2025, in the wooded area along Red River Road near Bear Park in Reading, Pennsylvania. He had a gunshot wound to his head. At that time, the wife, Geraldina, and her son were reported missing. On September 19th, Geraldina's body was found near East Hula Lane, in Ontario Launay Township. I can't say the word. On September 20th, the body of her son was found about 150 yards from where Geraldina was located, partially submerged in a swampy, muddy area. God, boy, I had no chance. 61-year-old named Jose Luis Rodriguez has been arrested and charged in connection with the case. Rodriguez had been charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder, abuse of a corpse, and related offenses. According to the prosecutors, Rodriguez confessed to the killings of the 3 victims in his statement to investigators. 1. He claimed he picked up Geraldina and her son and her child on September 12th and drove them to East Hula Lane, where he shot Geraldina in the back of the head. He then admitted to taking the toddler, Jaden, to a marshy area and throwing him into the water while he was alive. The autopsy showed that the child died by freshwater drowning and mud was found in his lungs. He also said he had a prior personal relationship with Geraldina, which investigators are still clarifying. They know they previously worked together and he rented an apartment for her. So again, I don't want to get too deep into their relationship, the husband and the wife relationship, because they had, let's say, 4 kids. And they were married, but the youngest boy doesn't have his last name. So that's going to be a whole, that's going to be a whole can of worms to get into. But yeah, this man rented her an apartment. Man, ladies. I know a lot of times ladies get into relationships because of they're emotional, probably having issues at home or whatever. And thought, or they just see a quick lick. She needed somewhere to go. I've seen situations like this where woman needs somewhere to go, got children, got nowhere to go, so they will, for some reason, lay up or mark the first person they see. It's in the first person they can get a hold of because they looking at survival. Not knowing that dude you messing with, he's looking for an ROI. He's looking for a return on his investment. And if it ain't coming, then the older they get, maybe the most crazy they get. And if he ain't getting no return on his investment, because she said she was not leaving her husband, which she probably told him or made him believe that she was going to do. And said she wasn't doing, probably getting back with him. He's like, man, I done bought renting apartments for you. I done gave you money, and now you turn and do this? Oh, hell no. Ladies, you can't play with men like this. If you have a problem at home, leave. Stay, then if you gotta stay, then you do that. If you gotta leave, then you do that. But you don't play with no man and his money like that, and his emotions. Because this man probably got pent up frustration, you know what I'm saying? Probably ain't giving him none. You know what I'm saying? Probably, like I said, he ain't clapping no cakes. So that's gonna piss him off even more. And now you taking his money too. And now this dude is like, you probably, who knows? You probably, like I say, emotional, just having to have somebody, a shoulder to cry on, somebody to lean on, somebody you're talking to. And, who knows? But then reality sets, what they call post-nut clarity kicks in. And you like, yeah, I better go back home. But but you done drawn into somebody, who, like, hold on, wait a minute, not so fast. I'm gonna need my bread back. And even if you could give his bread back, he probably still would have known. Because like I say, it's a whole emotional thing. Let's keep going. He said, Rodriguez reportedly said he was angry that Geraldina was taking his money and because she would not leave her husband for him. She trying to be suave like a song. Rodriguez admitted to shooting Cabrera-Colon after an altercation. He claimed during the fight a gun was dropped, which he picked up and then shot. As of public reporting, Rodriguez had no prior criminal record. The prosecutors are considering seeking a death penalty. Okay, we got that. What else? They issued a press release where he located there. So we got that. We got to see. Investigators have located items that Rodriguez allegedly stashed: Geraldine's cell phone, purse, and the gun used killing. The case is still in early stages. More evidence, forensic results, and the former indictment prospects are likely forthcoming. Man, yeah, women, you gotta be careful. These people ain't playing out, especially in this day and time where money is tight. You know what I'm saying? You got a man who's 61 years old, probably want a woman, settle down, love to have him as like a little young tender. Didn't care she had 4 kids. Didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Leave that man, come to me, I'll take care of him. And she's probably just string him along. And then all of a sudden, he's like, okay, so what's the deal? It's been going on all enough. I'm gonna rent you an apartment so you to get away. So I hope they didn't rent my apartment and that husband will stay in that apartment. That would run. Girl, stop paying this man money. Ladies, you can't do this. The game is not like that. I don't know what y'all watch. I don't know who y'all talking to. I don't know who y'all looking at on this social media, but that's not how the game goes. And now what you doing, it doesn't affect you. Your husband is gone, your baby boy is gone, and your 3 kids are out there without a mama and dad. And can you think about the legacy that is left? Now, the world knows why your parents are gone, and your little brother is gone because of something that your mama chose to do. It doesn't matter how good or bad the relationship was in the house. She decided to do this and put everybody's life in danger. Could have put the other 3 kids' life in danger if they was around. This dude went and took her out, took the little boy out, and then the next day went and met the husband to finish the job. No telling what he told her. So they got into a fight. So which means they got to, and this 61-year-old man thinking, shoot, beat this young boy, man, come on. But the thing is, when people do stuff, there's something I try to tell my kids. I told them since, they was little, make sure that what you do, you understand what the consequences can be. I want you to think of the worst thing that you think could happen doing what you plan on doing. And then multiply that by 10. Because even that couldn't be the worst thing. You might think, I'm just going to take this person's money. They not thinking about, I'm going to steal it and know who done. Okay, what's the worst thing you think can happen? Oh, well, worst thing happened, he cry or she cry about it and they missing the money. They get the money back, but I need the money. Okay. Multiply that by 10. What's the worst thing that can happen to anybody? The worst thing that can happen to anybody, I'm going to tell you this. Start with you dying or going to jail. Start there. And then think about everybody who's going to be affected by what you did after that. If those 2 things happen, think about it. Think about it. If you can think about that, think about it on that level, maybe, just maybe, a person will not do what they do. Who knows? But anyway, tell me what you think about this sad, sad story. Leave comments below, share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world does here at this channel. And with that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.